I'm Chris with iPad in Canada. This is another installment of Child's Play, where we look at the apps and accessories designed for the little ones. This time I have a review a long time in the making. Back in October I had a first look at the Crayola ColorStudio HD from Griffin. I'm finally getting around to the review, and for good reason. A quick recap, this is a combined stylus drawing coloring app. You buy this stylus for about $30 and then you download the free app from the App Store. Now you can use this app without the stylus, but you need it to unlock all the features from within the app. And no, you can't just use any stylus to unlock it. It requires batteries, and when you turn it on, it has this whirling or humming noise. Now it's not all that loud, but I do find it really annoying after a while. The other part of the stylus I don't like is the fact you can't put the cap on the back when you're using it. So if you're not careful, the cap can easily go missing. Now once you've unlocked the app with this stylus, you'll have three choices to pick from. You can color the pictures provided within the app, you can create your own coloring pages using graphics and sounds provided within the app, or you can just color a blank page. For this review, I'll show you the coloring pages. There are 5 different themes to choose from, each with 7 coloring pages that feature their own special movements and music. Now on the right hand side you'll have all your options. I want to quickly show you a few important settings. You can turn on and off the music, the sound effects, zooming, and what I think are the two most important. The first is stay inside the lines. This, as it suggests, allows you to color without worrying about staying in the lines. When you start coloring an area, you'll notice if you keep the stylus tip on the screen, it won't color anything except what you started coloring. I like to have this turned off. It helps teach your kids to stay inside the lines and then doesn't give them a false sense of what happens when they're not coloring with this app. The last setting is finger mode. This one you might want to have on. When it's on, you can use your finger or any other stylus to color with. However, when it's on, the Griffin stylus won't work. Of note, this mode will need to be turned on if you have a screen shield. When I first got this, I had a screen shield on my iPad. When I tried using the stylus, it wouldn't work. I had to push really hard and I felt like I was going to damage the screen. Trying to use the stylus also frustrated my son, so we just didn't use it. We stopped using it. So I decided to get in touch with Griffin. It took a little bit, but they did give me some suggestions. One was to remove the screen shield. Now, letting my son use my iPad, I like to have the screen shield on. So when I returned my iPad to Apple because of light leak issues, I got the opportunity to try this app without the screen shield, and it works perfectly. No more having to push really hard. Now when you start coloring, you can choose between crayons, markers, pencils, and more. You're also able to pick whatever color you want by spinning through the color wheel. Now I find it difficult to use using the stylus, so I generally use my finger. Now once you pick a color, you tap on the coloring screen and start coloring away. Now some of the pictures, when you color on a certain portion, it'll actually activate some movement. Another cool feature from within the coloring box is the fill feature. Using this, you can fill an entire section of your picture just with a simple tap. Overall, it's a fun coloring app with the movement, the music, and the fun coloring pages. It offers hours of enjoyment. I really believe there is a lot of potential here. However, the $30 price tag is steep. There are a lot of great coloring apps available in the App Store for a lot less and even free. I'll also point out, when using the iPad, my son doesn't like to use the Griffin stylus or any other stylus for that matter. He'd rather use his fingers. So the free or the cheap apps are much more enjoyable to him. For more daily iPhone and iPad news, make sure to check out iPhone in Canada and iPadincanada.ca. This has been Chris with iPad in Canada. Thanks for watching.